Money, the root of all evil. Is money really the root of all evil? It's a question that has echoed through generations. We hear it whispered in tales of corruption. We see it debated in the struggles of the haves and have-nots. But is this simplistic phrase really true? Is it money itself that's evil, or is it something more complex? Let's dive in. The truth is, the relationship between money and morality is far more nuanced than a simple saying can capture. To understand it, we need to examine both sides of the coin. We need to look at the ways money can fuel greed and corruption. And we need to confront the harsh realities of poverty and its consequences. Only then can we truly judge the nature of money's influence. The dark side of dough, greed and corruption. Let's be real. The pursuit of wealth can twist people. It's easy to point fingers at the ultra-rich, the ones hoarding wealth while others struggle to survive. We've all seen the headlines. CEOs exploiting workers, corporations prioritizing profit over people, politicians bought and sold like cheap suits. It's tempting to lay the blame squarely on money itself. After all, it's the common denominator in these stories of greed and corruption. But is it really the money itself that's evil? Or is it the insatiable hunger for more, the willingness to trample on others to get ahead, that's the real villain? Poverty's grip, crime and desperation. Now, let's flip the script. What about the absence of money? Poverty is a breeding ground for desperation. When basic needs go unmet, when survival is a daily struggle, people are often forced into desperate measures. Crime rates soar in impoverished communities. Hopelessness becomes a suffocating blanket. It's easy to see why some argue that poverty, not wealth, is the true evil. They point to the lack of opportunities, the crushing weight of systemic inequality as the real drivers of crime and despair. They argue that money, or rather the lack of it, forces people into impossible situations, pushing them to the brink. Section 4. Money a tool, not a tyrant. So, where does that leave us? Is money the hero or the villain of our story? The truth is, it's neither. Money is simply a tool. It's a neutral force, capable of great good and terrible evil, depending on the hands that wield it. Just like a hammer can build a house or shatter a skull, money's impact depends entirely on our choices. It's time to stop blaming the tool and start holding the user accountable. We can't ignore the ways money can be used to exploit and manipulate. But we also can't deny its potential to empower, to uplift, and to create positive change in the world. Section 5. Money's potential. From philanthropy to progress. Think about it. Money fuels innovation. It funds research for life-saving cures. It supports education, empowers entrepreneurs, and creates jobs that lift people out of poverty. Look at the incredible work of philanthropic organizations around the world. They are using money to combat hunger, provide clean water, and fight for social justice. These examples show the transformative power of money when it's used for good. It's a reminder that wealth can be a force for progress, a catalyst for positive change when guided by compassion and a commitment to making the world a better place. Section 6. The misuse of money, exploitation and manipulation. But let's not forget the flip side. Money can also be a weapon used to exploit the vulnerable and manipulate the masses. We see it in predatory lending practices, in industries that prioritize profit over the well-being of people and the planet, in systems that perpetuate inequality and keep the powerful in control. These examples are stark reminders that money, in the wrong hands, can be a dangerous tool. It's a reminder that we must be vigilant, that we must hold those in power accountable, and that we must fight for a world where money serves humanity, not the other way around.